What's good, y'all? It's your boy Chief Baron, and just wanted to rap with y'all real quick. I guess we can call this chatting with Chief or whatever. But I just wanted to talk about some things that I would like to see from Sparking Zero. You know, we got all this hype going on, all these scans, the couple of videos we got going. You already know that I've reviewed and seen them. But I just want to talk a little bit about what I would like to see in the game. And me being you know, I guess we can call it casual because, you know, that game was pretty much casual unless you were actually in the competitive scene, and I was not. But, you know, I still have an opinion on the game because I have played the game, I would say, at a pretty good level for like the past 17 years now. And I got some ideas about what I've seen so far of the game and what I would like to see. Now, so far what I've seen, I'm liking. I like the gameplay, I'm liking the mechanics they added, I'm liking the visuals, and definitely, and so far the characters that they've added in the game, I think they're pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with them, I fuck with it. And I definitely would like to see more characters. I want to see them get deep in the bag because there's mad Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super characters. So, you know, I want to see them get in the bag and really show us what they can do, because they have fucking Arale, Apule, you know what I'm saying, Tambourine. They had those dudes in Tenkaichi 3. So I'm just wondering, who can they possibly dig up? Now, they already dug that one cat girl up from the Tournament of Power. I want them to do something like that, you know, give us something new and interesting. But as far as that, I think they're going in the right direction. Now, what they have lacked to show us it, I don't know if it's lack or if they just haven't gotten to it yet, or even gonna even show us in the first place. But I'm kind of interested in trying to see some of these modes, man. I'm trying to see what the meat and potatoes is of the game. You feel me? AKA steak. I'm trying to see what the steak look like. Feel me? I'm trying to see what they got for us. What kind of modes they got. I.e. if they got ultimate battle. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bring it back. Trying to bring the let me get that Z back. You feel me? But yeah, I am trying to see what these modes is. Trying to see what they're gonna bring new to the table besides story mode. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing is the online multiplayer. They're going to have online for this game, obviously. And Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was not an online game. Even though, you know, the Wii had online capability and whatnot. That's not the type of online play I'm talking about. And even on the computer, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody has a computer with, or an optimized computer, I should say, with Parsec, and is willing to, you know, get in a Discord or whatever the case is and fight people that way. I'm talking about on the console, you go to the option that says online multiplayer. That has never been in Dragon Ball, so I am very interested to see what that brings. And with that topic, I got a couple things I would like to see within the online multiplayer. Like, what it could possibly look like, you know what I'm saying? When we go into the multiplayer, is it like standard, just go into the option and then go into the option and now we're in multiplayer? Or is it like some type of mini game kind of thing? Or is it kind of like Xenoverse where you go into the open lobby and then you go to the matches area where it's online and stuff like that, and you go through there? Interested to see how they do that. I'm also interested in some online game modes. Like, what are they gonna have? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like Xenoverse where they're gonna have things like parallel quests and whatnot, or at least I don't think it will be. So I'm kind of interested to see what kind of online modes we will have, because we already know it's gonna be versus mode. So maybe something like my friend Omega Zeke, we were talking about something like this when I was talking to home about the scans and whatnot, because those scans, I'm not gonna hold you, the new scans, I was looking at that shit for a hot minute. Just to break off into a tangent real quick, I was looking at that thing for like 2 hours, and I was just in my mind thinking, which even gave me, this is what gave me the idea to do this little chatting with Chief. Pretty much like, yeah, they got these characters in the game, right? In the scan, they're showing the 5v5, and they show the 4 characters up there. So I was explaining this to my boy, and he was like, yo, what if we can actually do a 5v5 battle royale? Kind of like where all 5 characters of each team is actively on the stage. So it's pretty much like 10 players are on stage, 5 versus 5, all at the same time. And I was like, that shit would be dope, but the only way I see that happening is if that net code is top tier, top notch. Otherwise, I don't see it, because I don't want to be trying to play that game if that was a mode and it's like Dragon Ball Fighters where that shit was kind of boo bop. So I would like to see that mode though, but I would only like to see that mode if the net code is really good, really good. And that's gonna bring me to my next online, I guess I'll call it a speculation, because we're definitely gonna see versus mode, but how they implement the versus mode is up for debate, I guess, because I'm thinking they're gonna do it split into 2. It's gonna be a normal mode where you go online, same as, you know, when you're offline, you go in there, choose your 5 characters, you can choose between normal or custom, and you choose normal. There's no Potara enhancements or anything on your character. It's just base, and that's it. And you're fighting online against another person with however many characters they pick, base. And then they're gonna go to custom, which is obviously, you know, the custom game where you use the custom characters that you made with the Potaras. And this idea that I have with the Potaras stemmed from me just looking at the scan for a hot minute, and then I was like, alright, now what if in online versus mode, when you choose custom match, you go into there, right? And then within that section, it's kind of like the ranking system, so to speak. And what I mean by that is the characters are pretty much ranking up, not you as the individual. So like it adds a little more depth to it. So if you choose 3 characters, right, and you got them pretty much no customized, they're pretty much normal, but you're in the custom mode, and you go into the match and you fight based on, you know, it probably won't be based on a ranking system like that, because you're probably going to fight people who are going to have Potaras and you don't, but you will have Potaras because you've played through the game. That idea came from my boy Omega Zeke, shout out to home. Whereas you gain your Potaras kind of like in the old game, like in Tenkaichi 3, where you play through the game, and as you progress, you unlock a certain amount of Potaras. And at the same time, you get Zenny, so you can go to the shop and you can buy these Potaras and stuff like that. That's how Tenkaichi 3 was. But in this game, it will be similar. Play through the game, you get your, you know, kind of base set of Potaras, and then you put those on your dude, go to the custom online multiplayer match, you know what I'm saying, you play it out. And if you win, when you win, you get what they call in Tenkaichi 3 distribute Z points. And these distribute Z points is what you used in the last game, which you used to buy the Batara items and stuff like that. So in order for you to gain the distribute Z points, you gotta either grind through the game really hard, or you gotta go online and pretty much beat people online. You gotta win, and every win you get a certain amount of distribute Z points, which you can then go use to customize your character. Now, if you don't remember how they did it in Tenkaichi 3 and you don't have access to it, it's pretty much like this. You go into the character customization, you choose the character that you want to use these distribute Z points, and on the side it will show you how much distribute Z points you have and how much you want to use. It also gives you the amount that it takes to unlock the slots. So for, let's just say, this character, he's at 0 for the distribute Z points, and I give him a certain amount, and it unlocks, the next tier there. So once you do that, now you're able to have, additional slots. But how this would be formatted in, this new game, Sparking Z, would be like whatever you gain while playing through the base game is what you would use. So, you would have your base distribute Z points from the game and whatever Bataras that you unlocked, and then you would put them on your character, and then you would use whatever points you had to, unlock the tiers. Because in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you start off with 3. But I feel like in this new online custom mode, you should start out with base, like nothing. So you have to unlock these tiers in order to put more Pataras on. And to do that, you gotta play through the game and unlock the Pataras, and also beat people up online in order to get those. And that's where I feel like the ranking system should be at. It should be based around the character and these distribute Z points, not based around how good you are in the game. Well, it will be based on how good you are in the game, because you will see these people out there in the world as you fight them. And the people who you fight who will have higher level characters, or more Pataras than you, you're gonna fight those people and they're gonna beat your ass, and they're gonna fucking take your distribute Z points, which is the second part of that, which is when you lose distribute Z points. And that is gonna be that would have to be like a specific amount, the same with gaining the distribute Z points through wins. You know what I'm saying? So you get the reward and penalty online. So if you went online and you got your shit whooped and you lost like 20,000 distribute Z points, you gotta get that back either by beating more people up online, or spending extended time doing the missions over in the story mode, or whatever other modes they would have that would grant you distribute Z points. And that's just pretty much the main thing I want to see from Sparking Zero, the online aspect, and how they go about the ranking system, because I know they're going to have a ranking system, and I just hope that it's something similar to this, because I think this will be so cool to see, to have it based on individual characters using the distribute Z points. I feel like that's very in depth and will keep the game fresh for a while, because if I wanted to get in more details with how it would go, let's just say you have let's just say you have 3 characters that you use, and those 3 characters you have boosted up, let's just say in BT3 you get 7 slots. So we're going to use that as the example here. So let's just say your 3 characters that you use the most, you have them on the 3 slots. So you're able to use 3 Pataras for each character. And you go online and you fight somebody and they have 2 characters, and one of the characters is a 7 stock character and the other one's a 3. So one of the characters is on par with you, but the other character has way more Pataras and is at a higher level, which would mean that that person uses that character a lot, which would mean they're pretty good with them, and you know they're gonna have some shit for your ass. So you're gonna have to worry about whatever character that is. That's the 7th stock, and that's kind of like the I guess the flow I kind of want to see in the online aspect. It kind of adds what my boys say, like another mental stack to the game, where it's like you not only are you looking at what characters, how many characters they got, what character they got, but what level the character is. You know what I mean? And it'll be a level of ambiguity, because you won't know what they got on the characters. You'll just see that they have 2 characters and that's it. But when you get into the match and you start fighting them, you start seeing, let's just say, your life cleaved away, or you just start seeing this dude tanking your attacks or whatnot, then you'll know that they got some stuff over there. You know, I don't necessarily believe that they should show what type of Pataras you have on your character, because I think that like would give away it takes away from the experience of, yo, what does that person got on them? You know what I mean? It takes it away, at least in my opinion. But something like that, I'm kind of interested to see. I'm kind of interested to see what they actually do with the online multiplayer, and if they're gonna bless us like how they have been with everything else, or are they gonna really hoe our ass? I hope we don't get hoed, my guys. But with that, I'm gonna sign out. It's Chief Baron, and I'm gonna see you in the next one, people. Deuces.